Hi guys, welcome to the Eliot Estate. Today is a little different because we are in a new garden that you guys have not seen yet. We are in my mom's gardens and she has beautiful woodland gardens tucked down in the shade, very little sun, which is completely different than what you had previously, because at their old house they had a lot like full sun garden. So it's been a little bit of a change up for you to kind of like learn more shade loving annuals and perennials.
Correct.
Yes,
correct. And then we had a couple trees taken down in the spring.
Yeah.
It has opened it up for a little bit more sun than what we used to have shade, but everything's still doing good.
Yeah, so they've lived here for what now, like
It's going to be 3 years come October.
But like as far as like growing seasons, like 2 years?
Yeah, at least two
years. So they added a bunch, and then there was already some stuff here, which is great too. So I wanted to just take you guys around, look at her gardens. They got it freshly mulched within the last like year or so. And Mom, I mean, within the last week. No, within the last week. You guys have been working on it. Good grief. And then I also wanted to show you, because she does have a lot of deer here in her garden. So she uses a spray, and wanted to show you that maybe at the end. You've been working on mulching for last year. What do you know?
It takes us that long.
And I also wanted to mention, because there is a work crew over at the neighboring property. So if you're hearing a bunch of sounds or trucks and stuff, that's what's going on over there. So let's start in on the garden, right, Mom?
Yes, let's start.
All right, let's go. Before we begin, this is Mom's way of organizing.
This is my system. For now, till I get some more things labeled. I've been working on it.
Yeah, she's been working on some cute little copper tags, and she's been going through. All right, so we're gonna start in while she's digging through that. Yeah. We were trying to find the name of this pine, which she has not been successful. No. So here is a backed up version of their home, and they have a nice little garden bed here in front, as well as over here by the road. So, Mom, do you want to start in right in here first? Does that sound like a good plan?
You want me to tell like what everything is, or you just
I think, yeah, this is definitely not going to be a plant by plant,
right.
show you each one kind of tour, but I think it's just nice to kind of highlight. So this gets like a little bit of morning sun-ish.
This will get like morning till like 1-ish or so in the afternoon. It gets sun. A lot of the stuff I have just taken from other areas of the garden, and just like the daylilies I had separated from another one that I had.
Okay.
A lot of the hostas I have in the springtime, I usually go around and I dig up, separate them.
Yeah.
So they do better.
That's nice. Kind of shopping from your own garden.
Correct. A lot of stuff I've been trying to fill in here and there, like yarrow. Some of that stuff is new this year. I put some lavender in here. But it's just a trial to see how much it's going to do, because I'm not sure with it not getting as much sun.
Yeah. A lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
I see a peony here that's already obviously done. We're just at the first part of July. What is this little ground cover? I see you have a tag here. Bungleweed. Burgundy Glow. That's pretty. So is it your goal to like have more ground covers and such, or are you wanting just to have it like take over just like a small little part?
Just a small little part, and I'm just trying to fill in taller things, like the shrub back there I planted earlier this spring. I'm trying to get a little bit of height stuff here in the middle.
Kind of centered up between the two trees.
Right. Some stuff I still left the tags on, like I had an allium bulb there. It kind of course died down now, but I'm letting it. Daisies are new.
Yeah. I love this view right here of the house. You can just see like the porch. It just seems really inviting. So just circling the front of this bed has a hosta, and I see some sedum, some little pine winter interest.
Yeah, I have a what do you call it? The purple flower, the cone flower. I had to move there's a tiny white 9-bark that wasn't doing very good, so I moved it over here. It's coming back.
Yeah. What a
But you
trial
can
and
see
error.
the evidence of like the deer chomping my hostas before I got them sprayed.
I feel like that's like the only downfall of living in the woods.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they have come up close to the house too. They kind of chomped on this hydrangea up here. So.
So you anchored the house with a nice winter interest pine. Then we have a hydrangea, some hostas. I love those begonias. They're like a roughly, probably don't know the variety of those, do you, Mom? I love the peachy colors.
I know. I went with a peach this year instead of doing pinks.
Yeah,
I love
that's
the
pretty.
peachy color too. I tried to pull it
And
off.
do you want to talk about your window boxes that you are so lucky to have now? Dad built these window boxes for Mom.
And then it just has like a actual liner down in it.
It's nice. It's
So
cedar, you said?
yes, cedar.
With, do you have
And
a
then I just-
fern and euphorbia and...
Yeah, I got like a little mini, a smaller type fern.
I think that
I
is so
wanted to
pretty.
Put a couple of begonias.
Yeah.
And the silver. Okay, this hydrangea standard has like almost tripled. I cut it way back. And it actually has some blooms on it this year. It didn't bloom last year. I think the deer got to it too. They came up close to the house that close.
Yeah, I was saying I just love that it anchors that corner because it's like rather dead space right in there.
Yeah.
And I like that. And it allows for planting underneath, which is really pretty. It's just some hostas and some winter interest. And then these are her, she has 3 Bobo hydrangeas that I think that'll be like its mature-ish size. Yes?
Yes. Yeah, then when I first put them in, remember how they bloomed? They were so beautiful.
Yeah.
And then the deer have
She
been
was
getting
struggling with this one last year, the one on the end, and it seems to be catching up slowly
is.
but surely.
them. And they actually have little blooms on them, so I'm hoping that it will take off this year and do.
I mean, seriously, this is so pretty with the cedar. It's just very welcoming. You guys have seriously done a great job, Mom. Let's go down this corner and then we'll turn around and then we can show off the bed behind me. Okay, a little anchor of a stilby and then 2.
To me from my sister.
Oh, that's nice.
Bleeding Heart is still going. Then a couple of these hostas are actually ones that I dug up from over here.
Did you just put those ferns in this year?
Yeah, Kimberly ferns.
Kimberly ferns.
Kimberly ferns. I don't know how they do over the winter. I'm not sure with those.
Yeah, it's pretty though. And then some urns up there with some ferns too. I think ferns are going to be the name of the game in your shady situation. All right, we're going to just swing them. Let's hit this big boy.
Okay.
We have a huge... Did you guys add all of this or was this here? I can't
We added the
remember, honestly.
rocks. Yeah, we added the rocks the first year. It was here, but it was so overgrown and just it was taken off. There wasn't no really interest pretty things in it. So I every year have just been adding color and
Yeah. I like all the different like layers and stuff. You have a Japanese maple tucked in there. Some winter interest, some pines. This kind of comes up and then there's a daylily hedge here and then you have a Rosa Sharon hedge kind of for privacy, yes?
yeah, that was here when we moved in too, so I didn't have to do anything.
And then they had a couple trees. Was this the one that they did last year or this year?
They just did this April, this one and the one that the birdhouse is on. That's why this has really opened this up for.
Yeah, it's kind of cute though. Like you just added a pot to a little stump in there. This is new. Didn't you just get this at?
Delphinium.
Very pretty. What is that? Do you know what that big tree situation is?
I don't. That was here and I just kind of left it.
Yeah, looks nice.
Just for a little bit of privacy and
Well,
stuff.
and it adds a nice big vertical structure
Yeah.
or anchor, should I say?
You can see that. So here's more deer tracks. The deer been coming up in here eating off of that. These like daylilies. I think these are yellow ones. Those were here. I've added a lot of the pines. So
It's pretty.
ferns.
And your Betty Bop. Is that
Betty
Betty Boop? Betty Boop.
Astilbes.
Ferns. Astilbes, ferns, corbels. What else? Wait, are corbels? Do they like shade? Or
Yeah.
they want shade? More
Yeah.
shade? Look at these Astilbes. What variety did you say those were?
Oh, I just had this headache.
I caught you off guard.
Stilby. It's called Black Pearls.
Black Pearls Stilby.
I love that color.
Yeah.
It's just like a real
It's pretty.
chartreuse.
Some peonies. A little wee bit grumpy hydrangea up in there in full bloom. I like that pot arrangement, Mom.
That has really taken off.
Yeah.
It's really.
It's pretty. Again, on another stump that you probably
Yeah, it was another.
chip chopped.
Yeah.
All right. Well, like I said, we're not going to go plant by plant, but I did want to just show you how pretty everything is. Let's go over by the garage because she has some terraced gardens that are really pretty that she tucked some pretty things into. Mom just went to get the deer spray so we could show you what she's been using. You've had really good luck with it, haven't you?
Yes.
Keep
on it and spray them.
Yeah, keep on it and spray it, she says. So a nice weeping cherry to anchor the top bed, and then I think last year or the year before she put in this pine, or maybe it was already here. Was that pine already here?
Yeah,
that big one?
it's grown tremendously.
I for some reason thought you guys had planted that.
No, it has
But look how
grown
pretty and
quite a
magical
bit.
this is underneath here. She has some asters and some impatiens with a little birdhouse.
Put some
Little
begonias back in there for color.
Firelight tidbit hydrangea. Looks like a viburnum. Some begonias. They're loving their life right there. You got your deer spray?
Well, I've been using, this is my main one, liquid fence.
Mm-hmm.
I've been kind of switching it up just because they say they get used to it. So I have been using this too. It's a granular and just sprinkle it around. So I kind of go back and forth.
You want to talk about your beds here?
Okay.
Looks like you got some, did you plant those
What's that?
sunflowers? Massive
Well,
sunflowers?
they're not, I don't think they're sunflowers. I can't remember. I think they're called teacup something.
Oh,
I got them from a local,
local gal.
yeah, local gal. And I took the picture and he goes, it kind of looks like the teacup. I can't think what he called it, but yeah, so I stuck some begonias in there. I have a lilac. Just,
What are these?
that's a bee balm. I know they kind of got really tall.
What's
this
going
year.
on with them?
I don't know, but
They're reaching for the sun.
I didn't realize that, they got that tall.
Yeah. And I love these little sticks down here at the terracotta pots. Ooh, especially with that fern and then the pine.
I love those ferns, yes.
I shouldn't be calling them a pine. Is that even appropriate if it's like a spruce or a, I have no idea. She has a bunch of hanging baskets up there, which we'll have to go up and take a peek. But Mom, why don't you tell them what you're thinking for over here, because you guys do have like this whole back section of the house that hasn't, I mean, they've just been cleaning it up and
Yeah,
that's
eventually
it.
I like to do some type of arbor.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do some type of steps, stairway down to go down and around.
Okay.
I would love to have a water feature here somewhere, but our plans eventually are to do a patio out back here.
Mm-hmm.
Have a nice patio,
Yeah.
more flower beds.
We have to take a look at these because they're really pretty.
That was an old fountain that doesn't work anymore. So I just planted them in there.
Yeah.
Begonias have been doing really good for me.
Can't you just imagine like a cute little like shaded little patio situation?
Yeah, this will all be like a patio, like a cement type patio thing we want to do eventually, and
Mm-hmm.
have like a fire pit, something, for family to hang out.
Yeah. Be really nice. I did want to show you her planters real quick. Down here by the garage, she tucked in some of those begonias with the ferns, which ties into her window boxes. And then right over here, they have this little section of grass. And tell them what you want to do, Ma.
Well, my plans are, hopefully later this fall, we're going to put down cardboard, we're going to mulch it, and we're going to let it sit over the winter.
Okay.
I would like to turn it into another flower bed.
Because this obviously gets blazing sun.
Yes, this gets the most afternoon sun. I want to use a lot of our rocks we have around here.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do a rock step up into there. I can't decide if I want to do completely like a rose garden or just a mixture
Yeah.
of, all my flowers.
So you got some roses from your sister.
Yes.
So she has those and a clematis there back there, you see on the little trellis. But some kind of secret garden-esque. It's kind of pretty.
Dad's gonna build me an arbor here. We're
The
gonna
hot
do
dog, is Dad up for hire? Because I need a couple arbors.
Yeah. We're gonna do some type of edging. I haven't really decided. I've just been laying out rocks to decide kind of what I want to do, but I want to edge along here.
Yeah. And then let's scoot back over to the front of the house and then we'll finish up, and then maybe you wanted to do stairways and stuff. Like a stairway down to that connects down to the back of the house.
Correct. On the other side of the house. Yes, I would like to.
Man, I just love those ruffly begonias. They look so pretty. I have to show you guys one more time. Kind of like sorbet sunset colors.
I know.
It's really pretty.
For me to do that color, it's just
Out of the ordinary? Or what?
I usually do pinks and purples. I have a vision in my head that I would love to. This is all going to be like a shade. I'm going to do hostas, more shade stuff, but it's all going to depend because we might be taking down some more trees and trimming them up. But,
That'll add a lot more sun.
what's that?
That'll add a lot more sun.
Right, but our plan is to eventually make a pathway down through here. Of course, hide all this infrastructure stuff, cover it up. But this will be like a stone path. Here's all my stones. That I would love
You
to
just
use.
need really strong men to come.
Well, that or the yeah.
You have some really nice boulders. So you're thinking like these for steps or what?
Some of them I would love to. Yes, if I
Really
could
nice. I
incorporate
mean, they're
those.
massive.
I know.
That's
But
really
I would
nice.
love to have it come down and around this corner.
Hold on, face this way when you talk.
Oh, sorry. I would love for my steps to come down and around
Yep.
and just kind of connect here. But I would love to do another natural arbor with a bunch of grapevine that we have in the woods.
Okay. Are you gonna go out and collect them?
Yep, in the fall or in the spring when it's not all so full. But then that will come down here and lead into the patio again.
Yeah.
So we have a nice area.
Gosh, that'd be so pretty.
I know. There's so much work, so much to do.
But that's the process of of having gardens, right?
Yes.
So much
adding-
work and so much dreaming, and it's never ever complete.
I love doing it, so I can't wait to do it. So
Yeah. So there is just a quick little tour of Mom's gardens. I just wanted to show you how hers were looking, and I thought you guys would really like it because it is wooded. She deals with deer pressure and stuff, so we just thought we'd show you how her gardens were looking. Like I said, freshly mulched within the last week. And they just look really pretty. You guys have done a great job. Anything else you want to say?
oh, just continue gardening. If you love it, do it.
I like it. Thank you guys for visiting the Eliot estate.